What is learning? Learning is something you do all the time. Learning means you have a Lego piece and the thing you're learning is another Lego piece and they fit so you can receive. You learn well when you're playing because whatever is happening is very compatible with the Lego pieces that you have within yourself. So you enjoy it and your brain makes new connections and you learn. It's like you hear music and you want to dance. It means that rhythm, movement, sound, these things are already within you and you can co-create with that and evolve and grow and develop skills and all of that. But also sometimes we need things, and we need things we also learn better than when we don't need them. Because when we need something, our focus is heightened, our motivation is heightened. So for instance, if you go into a new country and you need to learn the language of that country to be autonomous in there, it doesn't mean that learning language is in your element, but your focus is going to get better. And so it's going to make it easier for you to learn and improve and free the path of your life. Repetition is something that helps also with learning because our nature understands that this now is my environment. I'm going to be doing this very often. I'm going to be seeing this very often. So we develop automatic knowledge about these kinds of things. Emotions are very important also, because when you feel very happy in a moment or very scared, the positive or the negative high emotions are going to help us memorize the situation and everything related to it so that we can repeat the same things that enabled me to be happy and peaceful, or to avoid the things that put me in a situation where I was scared or angry or afraid. So learning is obviously very much related to having a really nice life, to having a comfortable life, to having an efficient life, a life that flows. Also, we can think of the people who are able to memorize like infinite numbers. In Idriss Aberkane's book, I've read that there was a person who said that she could remember the numbers because she interpreted them into objects and invented stories in her mind about those things. And for instance, the 4 was a house, 1 was an arrow, and then she invented a story around that in her mind. And when she had to give us the number, she first told herself the story and then reinterpreted them into numbers and knew the order of the numbers. So learning is very much related to meaning also. We are not USB keys, which can just upload knowledge that has nothing to do with who we are. So now, this all being said, we are not all the same types of learners. For instance, for me, it's much easier to listen to an audiobook and be drawing things to better focus on that subject that I really like, because I'm the type of person you would call a vata in Ayurveda, a person who has movement within, as you can see. And that's why I need to take that excess movement and put it in my drawing or in walking in the room or doing ironing or something. And then I can be focused on listening at what the author is saying. So I'll suggest for you to explore in which situations it is made easier and more pleasant for you to learn the things that you're interested in. This way you can develop your own optimized experience of learning. Also, before I say bye, learning is in our genes, in our biology. Books like The Brain That Changed Itself will show you that our brains are able to relearn, make new pathways, and be taught things. Like, for instance, someone who couldn't see can be taught to see again with the experiments that these scientists are doing. And so, yeah, that's called the neuroplasticity. So our brain, not just our thoughts, as an organ is able to rebuild pathways and heal itself and develop new abilities. And then we have epigenetics in the Supergenes book of Deepak Chopra, where we can see that inherited genes can be changed when we need them to, when we want them to, through the power of will, aligned with our actions, and all the things these scientists are learning to do. So it's all about collaboration. The better we will understand our nature, who we are, and what improves our lives, the better we will collaborate with ourselves and have really, really nice lives. So Life is not always ideal, as I said in the former video, but we can learn to optimize it. So focus on developing, playing, and being in your element in your life so that you can be someone who develops without even realizing it. Bye-bye.